G'day guys and girls and welcome back to our little channel, Goodies Beer Reviews. As you can see, we're in the shed today. Man, it's hot. And what do? Go into a place that's hotter or warmer, the shed. But look what's keeping me company. I just found this. Actually, I'll tell you the story about this in a second. It's not much of a fucking story. The Hollandia Premium, 4.7% ABV. Hollandia, Dutch Holland. It's weird. It's Dutch. Yeah. Remember that movie? Okay, I'm Dutch. It's weird. 4.7, 330ml bottle, green bouteille, standardised, imported, or, imported, I don't know. Look, I remember I thought they brewed some of these recipes here, but then the real imported ones come in the cans or the ones with the paper trans slip on it or whatever it is, Anyways, I'll have to Google that. I don't know, it's not a twisty, I don't think. No, very does not want to come off. Brought the weapon. Always here for me. Looks good, doesn't it? Asahi. Oh, good leverage. Good leverage. 30 degrees. Possibly 25. Let's go. I don't know why I said that. Hollandia. I used to have Hollandia back, 99, 2000, 2001. And I used to go over to a mate called Belly. Belly was one of my, or not was, still is, just haven't spoken to him much because fucking time, kids, family, moving. That looks like a very, look, it's a boring, mainstream beer, but it sells a lot. It's nice to drink probably on a hot day, which I will tell you now. And believe it or not, I like my beer. I know not ports and stouters, but if I'm going to have a beer, I love it cold. I'm sorry. I just love cold beer, but like I said, porters, stouts, bit exceptions, I know, summer temperatures and all this, but really most of us go to the fridge and just pull it out, unless it's a bougie stout one or something that's got to be kept at a certain temp. You try a bit hard. Anyways, fuck, I don't mind justifying it. There's no one here. Oh, there is. Oh, cheers everyone. First beer of the day. Schniff is minerally clean, very lagery. Not much aroma at all, which is what you'd expect. I have memories of this. I drank it because it was cheap. I'm not saying any other reason why I drank it. But there'd be Hollandia, and I think it was Bavaria or some other cheap sort of imported lager I used to get. Heineken even used to be cheaper than it is now. Fuck, it's expensive now. 60s to a carton, some bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, look, it's got a rough aftertaste. I was just going to be positive about this. It's cold. It's a hot day and, it's cheap. I think this was six. Oh, no, this came in a pack that the missus gave me, the beers of the world. And they put this into highlighted beer of the world. I get it. I think in most of these beers, I've got to say, Carlsberg Pilsner. Is it Carlsberg Pils or Carlsberg? That's the best sort of major imported beer I think is quite nice and worth like 40, 50 bucks a carton here in this fucking country, Christ. Beer is still bubbling away. It's not a bad looking beer, very clear, very see-through, but it's tasteless and it's rough on the end. I don't know why they get that roughness on the end. It's got a reasonable mouthfeel, but it gets to the point where everything's doing a really okay job. And then you swallow it. And you go, woof, rough, bittery end. But you know what? It's on special, I'd say grab it. It's very easy to drink. You probably have 2, 3, or you have it on tap, and you'd be like, this is all right. And you're not going to take it back. You just happily drink it. Is it better than I just think bang for buck, I'm comparing it to Carlsberg, and I'd rather Carlsberg over this. I hope everyone had a good day too. Mate, like I said, I had the aircon on a few hours today. I put it on, and sat down and went, I had these high hopes, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And I was home the whole day today, and I just went, I'm going to go out in the shed and I'll polish one of the bikes. I've got a couple of bikes, motorbikes, and I've got a mate who's storing a bike here at the moment too. And so I just come out and I thought, I'll just have this beer with you guys and girls in case I haven't had it. I did get 2 requests, probably from criminals, but anyway, about wanting to see one of the bikes here. And I went, look, I don't give a fuck. Mate, I do this video for a beer and, a yarn, and, mate, we all struggle with bill. I've had some fucking bills this week. This weekend, the last month. Rego, insurance, the teenager, I helped him out with a car, and bro, like, I've been putting a couple of bucks in a bank account for him since he was young, and I gifted that on his 18th. I thought, fuck, imagine, I wish I had that when I was young. I'm not envious, I'm his fucking dad. But it's like, I wish I had anyone plan for me like that, or give me some tools to go, okay, that's how it's supposed to be done. Like, instead of putting pressure on people so much, and you do need some pressure, I get it, and get out, get a job, and you know what, like, I think you got to go out and earn a few bucks and all that. You do. But at the end of the day, it's about just trying to get into something you like and that pays okay. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to go to work hating it and earning good money because you're going to get sick of it. I'd rather go to work. You earn just, it's not good. It's not bad. If you've got enough that you can just do a couple of nice things for yourself or your partner or your kids or your family, and you can. The one thing I struggle with, I think, with all family stuff is just people's behaviour, like the way they interact and the way, and not everyone's fake in the world, guys and girls. I'm a pretty, I don't know, you tell me, am I positive or negative or real? I'd like to think sometimes when you're realistic in life, sometimes people take you as being negative. Well, what does he know? And, well, I don't know. And I always said life experience on this channel, dude's the biggest thing. But, like, if you're negative, like, that's one thing. But sometimes being positive and it's not going to work, well, you're kidding. You're wasting time. Family, I think since I had my own, obviously, like my own, you go, things are different, and you've got to try to have a positive relationship with your kids. It takes it out of you, and it can hurt, and it can make you angry, can make you go, I don't give a shit. And then as they grow, I think it can be even harder and frustrating because they start to give a bit back and they're trying to find where they are in life. Like, do I say yes? Do I say no? Do I challenge the leader of the household? Do I not do a fucking duel or anything, or a beer? I'd have a beer. I wouldn't have a duel. But you know what I mean? And you got to try and keep positive. Your dad, and I usually say dad and mums because I'm a dad. So I know how to raise, well, I think I fucking did okay. I know how to raise someone, and I think do a pretty okay fucking job. How's that? Like, you do make look, any good parent will make sacrifices. And look, I don't want to get into a touchy subject because you know what, people will go, I don't like talking about parents. I don't like to. Yeah, you know what? I don't. But I sometimes say stuff on here where I go, it's like my counselling session. I let stuff go, and I'm talking to hundreds of people. Well, the few that watch the videos and like and subscribe, and it's like, this is your life. This is like the Truman Show for you. It's goodies, shit show, and a beer. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to upload this and I'll put the phone on charge and I'll do another one. I've got some, Yeah, I got some rum gift packs. Anyway, I'll show you next time. I'll leave the video at that. But yeah, it was, look, I always pick up one line in a conversation and I'll go with it because then I like to explore it. Some people who just like conversations that are like, that do a complex statement or a question. And you know yourself, it requires more than a yes, no, or a simple response. And some people love those, not debates, but weird debates, conversations. Arguments can lead to violence. Stick to heavy debating and passionate conversation, positive outcomes. If you're not going to always get 100-0, people always want 100 or 0. If you can both sort of want 50-50 and plus, then that's where you sort of go, I don't know. I want things, that my partner doesn't want, doesn't care about, and they do things that I really don't care about, like, not in a bad way, but in like, go do it. I just think you've got to be open and honest. That's the big thing. And as long as you can do that, I don't know. Let's stick to the big Hollandia relationship life advice ramble. Love each other, take care of each other, love yous all. Back to the shed. And the Ducati or the Duke, I'll have to pull it out. And if anyone wants to see it, it's a V2 Bayless edition. The difference between the Bayless and the standard V2s, there's a few. Lithium battery, Orleans shocks, Brembos. I don't know if Brembos are on the standard V2. I don't know. 6-pot Brembos. Don't get me on bikes. I can talk about bikes all fucking day. 80s, 90s, Jap bikes. Oh, stop it. See you at the next one. Get a bike.